Alan, a 2-0 victory in the Edinburgh Derby, just what the doctor ordered, both for league points and for going into next week with some confidence.
Yeah, I think it's difficult to say which one has more priority to it, either the Edinburgh Derby or the 3 points. So the fact that we've managed to get both on both fronts is great, and it's probably one for the fans because they've had to take a lot of stick this season, and a lot of people aiming jibes at them and stuff like that. So it's good to send them away with a smile on the face and a spring in the step.
Bit of a rerun in many respects. The last Edinburgh Derby here at Easter Road, Jason Cummins opens the scoring midway through the first half. We were the better side right the way through there, but still only a goal to the good heading into the last couple of minutes. Yeah,
and I think if anything, I think on this occasion, probably more clear-cut chances. I think we've hit the crossbar twice. If anything, Fons has connected too well with his shot. But then, I thought first half we were very dominant, and second half, after Robbie changing his team, you could see it wasn't working against us, and Hearts came into the game more. They had more possession, but I thought as a team, we defended great.
There weren't any failures out there really. Everybody worked their socks off, and that's what you need at this stage of the season. You need everybody working hard. Everybody was winning challenges when they had to.
Yeah, listen, in football you have no divine right to be able to just get on the ball and play. You have to be able to, when you haven't got the ball, keep a good shape to you. Have a discipline about the team and be hard to beat. And I thought when we needed to today, we really rolled the sleeves up and we dug in, and I think most importantly is that we stayed in good positions.
Jason Cummins, we said, got the opener there. We thought in commentary that big Farid up alongside him helps him out an awful lot. An experienced player playing alongside the inexperienced youngster, just giving him a bit of help and guidance, and he was in the right place to pick up Farid's flick.
Yeah, we're always on to Jason because I think as obviously his goal scoring exploits is not in question, but I think he's obviously got a lot to learn in terms of the game and where he should be and taking chances and gambling, and hopefully that'll all come to him. Because I think the one thing, the biggest asset is that he's never going to want for confidence.
Probably a fair point, yeah. The goal at the end there settled it all down. Farid El Alaghi, but a big word of praise for Frank JJ. What a super ball into the big man.
Yeah, it was. It was a great. To be fair to JJ, he's got his body in great. On Ozturk, and he's got himself in a bit of a mess. And JJ's awareness to know that Farid was free was great, and I thought Farid, it was good for Farid. At that, it probably capped his performance off the goal, and it should do him a world of good, and the world of confidence. And I thought he was outstanding today.
So first Edinburgh Derby victory. What does that mean to you?
I think most importantly is seeing the players in the dressing room, what it means to them. I think that's the biggest for me, is that they're a really good bunch of lads. In fact, they're a great bunch of lads. They're great to work with, and over the season, I felt as if this result should have been coming before now, but it hasn't. And first and foremost, Hearts deserve a lot of credit because they are worthy champions. But we've managed to perform against the champions today, and I thought that was really deserved.
We put league business behind us for a week. We move on now to a Scottish Cup semi-final against Falkirk at Hampden next week. A team we've played well against this season, but we've not managed to beat them yet. We'll be looking to put that one right next week.
No, well, hopefully we can put two stats right in the space of 2 weeks, because we hadn't beat Hearts before today. And then it'll be the same with Falkirk next week. So it's different because of the circumstances of the game next week. It's about playing at Hampden, which some players wouldn't have played there before. In front of I'm sure we'll have a huge crowd that'll follow us there. And it'll be next week about performing on the day and making sure that we can try and get ourselves into the next round and into a Scottish Cup final.
You've said all along it's a squad game. Scott Robertson and Keith Watson, David Gray all missed out today. Dominic Malonga and Jason Cummings had to come off. What's the sort of early diagnosis on?
Well, we didn't need David Gray today, or Keith. It's easy to say now, isn't it? No, that's the whole reason. They've been great, you know, up to now, all them players, and unfortunately injuries are part and parcel of football, and that's why it's so important to have a really competitive squad. And over the next few weeks, that's what we're going to have to rely on. You know, they won't be coming back. Well, Keith will be back sooner than David. David will be a bit longer, but the lads who have come in at this moment in time have done great, and they deserve to be in the team.